You have a academic background in management, which is interesting because you work with these AI models and it's very data driven, but you also seem to have a lot of insight around what this team or what teams need in certain environments to win. And I'm curious, you think about the next CEO, the next person coming in, like what traits do they got to have? Like what kind of background?
I think the best person, if I could wave a magic wand and make this next CEO pick, I'd pick Travis Kalanick from Uber. I think the guy's a killer. Not that he's on the beach, he's got this cloud kitchen thing going, but I think Opendoor is a much bigger potential opportunity for him. And I think like he should be interested in the job. You go back to what he did at Uber. He was just a killer about attacking the US market first. He obviously had to go after regulatory just as much as actually building the business, and kind of making the cars work. He dominated the US first. Then he went after international relentlessly. And there's probably less than five American companies that have been successful in China, basically Apple and Uber. He built an amazing team. They just bled for Travis and bled for that mission. If you think about how many sectors have been Uber-fied over these last 10 years, okay? Carvana's done it, right? Carvana's going to Uber-fi used cars, right? Uber has obviously Uber-fied taxis and food delivery and all that kind of stuff. So what's left? And you think about buying and selling a home. That's a $20 trillion TAM in the United States for the residential real estate market. 14 trillion of that 20 is tied to a mortgage. And usually 5% of that TAM is moving every year. People want one click buying and selling. People want pricing certainty. You add on international, it's multiple to that $20 trillion in TAM. And then you got to play to the personal, redemption arc, right? Like Travis, you were unfairly thrown out of Uber. That board was stupid. They made a mistake. I'd say, Travis, it's time to build Opendoor to be a bigger brand, a bigger market cap than Uber, and finally show those putzes the mistake that they made in driving you out of the company.